Okay, let's play a game. I'm going to give you 2 songs, and you've got to tell me which one was made by AI. And I promise you, one was made by AI. Go. Or is this one AI?
Carry you through every hour of the day. Wherever I go, you're still part of me.
Would you say A or B? Let's try another one. How about this?
Sun doesn't shine on our village like it used to. The windows stay shut even when the sky is clear.
Okay, now how about this one?
Sunshine doesn't shine on our village like it used to. The windows stay shut even when the sky is clear. Children don't run through the fields anymore.
Let's do one more. This is a Gaelic song. We're going to show you this one. And now I'm going to show you this one. What would you say, A or B? The first one you probably thought was A. The second one you probably thought was B. And the third one you probably thought was A. I promise you, one of them's AI on each one of them. You're probably like, no shit. But the trick is, they're all AI. It's the difference between version 2 of Suno and version 4.5. I ran the same lyrics, same genre, in the previous Suno version, Generation 2, which was a few years ago, like 3 years ago, and now Generation 4.5. Is that crazy? Am I the only one blown away by this? So in case you've been living peacefully offline, I envy you. AI is currently dropkicking the entire music industry right now. Out of all the creative fields, it seems like music is taking the biggest chair to the face. The progress curve looks like a hockey stick. And the best part is, if you're a masochist, it's actually extremely accessible. All you need is a laptop, an internet connection, and the moral flexibility of a tech startup. You no longer have to suffer through 10 years of piano lessons. And among the big tools of AI music out there, the biggest one seems to be Suno. Picture Spotify and Skynet had a baby with GarageBand. Suno devours millions of songs that it trains on, figures out why they slap, the groove, the tempo, the BPM, the energy, and then spits out a track that sounds uncannily like a real artist. You give it a vibe, it gives you back a vibe. It's like musical karma, except you don't actually deserve it. So it's not like karma. Now, it should be noted that a lot of these big AI music companies are being sued right now, and for good reason. They've pretty much trained on millions of artists without their permission. Hey, would you mind if you donated your entire life work to the algorithm? We really need it. No, I don't really want you to do that. Well, we're gonna kind of do it anyway, and there's nothing really can do to stop it. Okay. Musicians right now are frantically trying to figure out if their discography is seasoning for the next AI large language model AI software. Meanwhile, Suno is just freaking killing it with how well they make their stuff sound like a real artist and real music. Does it still have some issues? Sure. But buckle up, because it's going to blow your mind if you haven't seen this yet. AI didn't just come for our jobs. It's writing the breakup albums for our jobs. Fun fact about me, I've been moonlighting as an artist called fan fiction for the last about 8 years. It's kind of a folk pop type sound. Sometimes I moonlight as Lo-Fi Panda, which is all sort of lo-fi music you can find on YouTube. And I've also done some massage and spa kind of music as well. But here's the catch. I can't sing very well, and I don't like performing at all. I just love the studio work. I love writing and I love producing. And so that's kind of what I focus on. The making part is where that dopamine lives for me. Give me a dog, give me some plugins, give me 16 hours, and I am happy. So when AI music squeaked onto my radar about 3 years ago, I kind of shrugged. Cute toy, now let the adults record their stuff. Fast forward to today, and now I'm a little worried. It's crazy good, mostly because it inhaled decades of the greatest hits and said, hey, we'll take it from here. As for competing, yeah, I have no clue. The industry might be 2 minutes from imploding, and I'm over here tuning my ukulele. 5 months ago, I needed some background music for a YouTube video I was making. My personal stockpile of background music had kind of been tapped out, and I was looking for something else, and I remembered somebody saying you could make background music in Suno or Udio. So I jumped on it to check it out. And I made something that was passable, and it worked out for the video I needed. Now, one of the things I should mention before I go any further is that you can't copyright something you've made with AI music, which is really a good thing. But if you're using royalty-free music or non-copyrighted AI music for the background of your video, it's fair game. I then started using AI music for the stems that I use for games that we do for On the Hook. On the Hook is this little team of producers that get together every week, and I give them some stems, and they've got 1 hour to make something. So I started using it for that too, and it actually works out really, really well. But then I experimented a little further. Do you know who Tom McGovern is? He's the guy that sings these funny songs that he makes up, and he's now getting hired by big companies like Canva to do ads for them. But he came out with a song about how springtime smells like something in the air. Well, I thought it would be fun to make something like that with AI, but I wouldn't have to sing it. I would just write all the lyrics. Around that same time, Fox News threw a parade for Trump because he won his little golf course that he hosted at his own property. Pulitzer Prize material right there. My fight or flight response was, I'll write a song about that. So I wrote some lyrics, tossed it in Suno, and made a little anthem for this self-proclaimed champion.
Again.
The link is below if you want to feel patriotic and confused. But this moment unlocked something for me. Every time I'm annoyed by the news or my toast was burned on one side, I just birth another AI song. It turns out converting rage into auto-tune satire is a lot cheaper than therapy, and the copay is way less. Zion from the future here. Can you give me another example? So the other day I was trying to use Siri to convert a time zone because I had a meeting with somebody online in Budapest that I was going to interview, and I'm in Arizona, and so I asked it, hey, what time is it going to be at 11 a.m. my time? And its response was, would you like ChatGPT to help you with that? Really, Siri? You need ChatGPT to add 10 hours to the time I'm in? Come on! It's like asking my waiter for ketchup, and he said, have you tried Postmates? And this isn't a one-time thing, this is a common problem. Ever since Apple announced Apple Intelligence back in 2024, remember that? That keynote where Craig Federighi floated across the stage, they promised context-aware Siri, smart summaries, Genmojis, cross-app tasks, searching for photos just by describing the place you were at. It's been over a year and this still doesn't work very well. Some of those items were implemented, but a lot of them still don't. They're actually under a massive lawsuit right now because they overpromised all their products to have this Apple Intelligence in it, which hasn't worked yet. They said it was going to revolutionize your iPhone and Mac experience. It was going to make Siri not useless anymore, because for the longest time, Siri has sucked. What do we have instead? It can't set a timer and play music without panicking and asking for Big Brother to help, like it's been quietly demoted and doesn't want to talk about it. So in true millennial fashion, I wrote a song about it. First, I launched Notepad on my Mac and started brainstorming furiously. And then somewhere along the way, I had this epiphany. Apple thought it was clever to rebrand the AI acronym to Apple Intelligence instead of Artificial Intelligence. So what if I took the A from the Apple and the INT from the Intelligence and just called it AINT? Ain't working. Ain't fulfilled your promises. This ain't what I expected. God, I'm brilliant. I wrote the chorus with a poetic structure and simple rhyme scheme. I pasted it all into Suno, and then I tested it with a bunch of different genres and started listening through to see which one sounded best.
AINT stands for Apple Intelligence. Ain't gonna make emoji. AINT stands for Apple Intelligence. Ain't gonna make emoji. AINT stands for Apple Intelligence. Don't need more emojis. Ain't nobody asked for more emojis. Ain't nobody wants stuff summarized. This ain't the emojis. Ain't nobody wants stuff summarized.
I finally settled on this one because of the sing-songy melody and just the clarity of it.
Ain't nobody asked for more emojis. Ain't nobody wants stuff summarized. This ain't the promise made by Craig Federighi. I guess AINT means Apple Intelligence and lies. Ooh.
feels good. Feels good to express that. As you can imagine, a lot of people are really afraid of this technology, especially music artists. And I get it. It feels like an industry shortcut instead of a tool. I mean, it's doing all the production on the fly. To be completely honest, I kind of wish it had never been invented. There's something sacred about music made by people and not AI. Real voices, real instruments, real passion, real creativity. But the genie's out of the bag. There's no undo button. So now we're left with, what are the ethical ramifications behind this? How do I feel about subscribing to Suno and paying them $10 a month? What level of ethical compromise are we willing to accept? Here's what I think. I think you got to first... the lawn blower guy's here. Pause the video. Wait. Don't pause the video. Let's make a song about this.
Yeah. 7 a.m. and you wanna get started. How about not? Back it up, fire it up, smell the gas getting charted. How about not? 3 or 4 guys going at it with the blowers. How about not? Doing laps on a patch that couldn't get any slower. How about not? Yeah, I'm just trying to work, trying to think, trying to breathe. But it's full throttle chaos right under my eaves. Yeah, how about not? How about maybe just chill? How about take your turbine tantrum up over the hill? How about not? I'm begging, I'm pleading, I'm shot. Every leaf in the tri-state's been moved. How about not? How about not? Blow it all into the neighbor's backyard. How about not? Tomorrow their guy's gonna launch it back hard. How about not?
Of course, our lawn guy is actually really good. He's been with us for like 20 years, super loyal, very hardworking. So this is just a total bitch fest. It's just fun to rant, right? But let's get out of here where we can talk. Something that I think we should consider is the fact that people that are performers that love to perform, not me, this is an opportunity for them because people are always going to want real people at a wedding, right? Or a coffee shop, or even DJing. You're gonna want real people in those moments. Nobody's gonna want a robot to come play at their wedding. So I think there's actually real opportunity here. But what does that mean for the rest of us? People that are artists, but don't necessarily perform. Is AI gonna just take our jobs, or is it gonna actually be a great tool for us? But this question can only be answered with a refreshing caffeine-free Diet Coke. And I know just the place. It's the only place that still has it on fountain. The area that I feel like AI music could actually help us the most is the, oh no. Excuse me, why isn't there any caffeine-free Diet Coke?
I'm not sure. I guess somebody decided that flavor wasn't selling enough.
One day you're there, next day you're missing. They filled your place with a joke. Some knock off fizz, nobody's kissing. Now I just grieve by the fountain, heart broke. Goodbye, goodbye, my sweet brown soul.
So I don't have caffeine-free Diet Coke anymore. It's all right. I'm fine. You're fine. We're fine. Nothing will heal this sadness better than just going to the gym. I got my earbuds. I'm ready. So you're probably full of anxiety, maybe a little fear about AI music. And you know what? I think you kind of should be. This thing is getting so fast and it's getting so good. The production is just getting better and better and it sounds more and more real. And we're like in year 3 right now. It's totally in its infancy. But here's the twist. You're not just a melody machine. You're a human being full of emotions and experiences and passions and desires. AI doesn't know what it's like to choke on stage or cry in a Wendy's parking lot after a bad gig. It doesn't know what breaking up feels like, or losing a loved one, or falling in love. And that's the good stuff. That's what makes you so much better as a songwriter. And that gives you the edge. Ultimately, AI is just a tool. It's a really wild, bizarre tool, but that's really all it is. Crap. We're gonna have to find another location. Someone at this gym is always playing Fox News, and every time I change it, they change it back. And there's Jessica Tarlov trying to bring empathy and logic into a room that clearly has no intention of listening. Look at her calmly displaying and reporting on facts and data, while the other Fox 5 try to dogpile on her for not kissing the ring. I don't know how the fuck she does it. So clearly I have to write a song about it.
They talk in loops and they toss their blame like truth's a sport and not a name. But you don't flinch when the pitch gets wild. You just breathe deep and force a smile. How the fuck do you do it, Jessica Tarlov? Debating folks with no IQ, hoping for change with your point of view. How the fuck do you do it, Jessica Tarlov? Fighting a bunch of breast implants, surrounded by the sycophants.
We're so early in on this AI music adventure that we're not really sure what the ramifications of it are yet. So if part of my catalog gets trained by an AI and somebody uses that to make a song and then uploads and publishes that, could I get a copyright strike because mine sounds too similar to theirs that was trained on mine? Something similar happened to a YouTuber named Venus Theory. I'll put the link below. He had used a background track that was royalty-free and used it for one of his videos, and then weeks or months later, he got hit with a copyright claim because the person that created that track had used AI that had been trained on his own stuff. This is where we're at right now. It's crazy. I've talked a lot about different concerns about AI music, but are there any positives to it? For me, there's 4 really big positives to this. Number 1, if you can't tell already, it's a blast. To express yourself, whether it's rage or fun or joy, you can express yourself by writing lyrics yourself or having AI help you with the lyrics, and then coming up with stuff that you can send to friends, make memes, make shorts and reels for videos. But I can also see it being used for things like conferences and business and presentations and corporate events and birthdays, things like that. So that's the first one. It's just fun. Number 2 is it's so easy to make stuff for videography, like in this YouTube video. I've done it several times. And it gives you something to kind of put down as a bed behind your dialogue. And this saves money and time, and it saves you from having to worry about copyright infringement and royalties and all that stuff. Number 3, I talked about earlier, it's really easy to take a song and pull the stems from it, like just the drums or just the guitar part or just the vocals. It really works well, and it is great for exercises like our On the Hook games each week. We'd say, hey, here's a guitar solo, here's the sound of me hitting a trash can, and here's a bird. Put those together and make an R&B song in 1 hour. AI music is perfect for that. But lastly is something that I think a lot of people don't talk about. It can be a great inspiration for seeding your next song. So whether it's the chord progression or the groove or the vibe or the instrumentation or the production or the melody, there might be parts of the melody that you're like, oh, that's fire. I want to flesh out that melody idea. So it can be great for songwriting when you're stuck. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and liking the video. Actually, do me a favor and share this with somebody. I'm currently right at about 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm fairly new at YouTube still, and I would love to get to 10,000 by the end of the year. And you could really help me with that, so thank you up front. I'm considering making a tutorial video on how I kind of made the videos in this video. If that's something you think would be helpful, put that in the comments below, and if I get enough comments on that, I will do that, and I'll put the link in the show notes below. I better sign off now because the sun's shining through my tiny little sun visor that won't go all the way. There's nothing I can do about it. Is there, though?
Squinting so hard, I'm guessing the lane